Sometimes realizing what's going on behind the scenes explains what's going on in front of your eyes. Hi, this is Barry Phillips with 10-Minute Torah, day 1 of Bo, simply meaning either go or come. In our instance here, I believe it's more about come. So let's go to Shemot, Exodus chapter 10, verse 1, 2, and 3. And Yahweh said to Moshe, go into Pharaoh, or come into Pharaoh, for I have hardened his heart and the hearts of his servants, so that I show these signs of mine before him, and that you relate in the hearing of your son and your son's son, which I have done in Mitzrayim, and my signs, which I have done among them, and you shall know that I am Yahweh. And Moshe and Aaron came into Pharaoh and said to him, thus said Yahweh Elohim of the Hebrews, till when shall you refuse to humble yourself before me? Let my people go, so that they serve me. Now, before we go any further, please stay tuned to the very end. There's a very, very important announcement that I will be making in about the last minute. So you really want to stay tuned to the very end today. So, why come into Pharaoh? Is it simply to announce that there's another plague? In this case, it's going to be the plague of locusts. But there's more to it than what's going on just right in front of the eyes here. You see, as we analyze, is the word I'm looking for, what Yah is saying. If he is saying, go into Pharaoh, then it would be, Moshe, go over there. You announce over there to him while I'm here. Now we know that Yah is everywhere present. But if we understand more, come into Pharaoh, it's a different attitude. From this perspective, Yah is saying, I'm already in here. I'm already behind the scenes, and I already know all the secret chambers and secret moves, and I'm aware of everything that's happening. Moshe, I want you to come in here. I want to show you something. And we do that perhaps in our homes. We'll holler for a family member, come here, I want to show you something. So they'll come in and you present what you have found. And I believe that that's probably more correct as to what's happening here, is that Yah is wanting to, kind of like in The Wizard of Oz, pull the curtain back and show there's just this little guy behind the scenes trying to pull levers and make racket here. But more than that, that there are spiritual entities that are at work. These anti-Semitic entities, let's not forget that. They are genocidal entities. They were motivating the first Pharaoh in Shemot to practice genocide by having all the Hebrew male children born thrown into the river. And so there is this attempt to wipe out the Hebrews as a people. And that spirit has been at work since then, before then, and even now into our day. There are still those entities, spiritual and physical and national, sometimes international, that would like nothing more than to eradicate this earth of the Hebrew problem, primarily manifested as the Jewish problem in their estimation at this point. Yah always has a remnant, and he always has a people. So if we go over to the book of Ezekiel, and in chapter 29, verse 3, 4, and 5, it says, speak, and you shall say, thus said the Master Yahweh, say, I'm against you, O Pharaoh, sovereign of Mitzrayim, O great monster, who lies in the midst of his rivers, who has said, my river is my own, and I have made it for myself. So he's doing more than just addressing a currently established sovereign, Pharaoh. He's addressing the spirit of Pharaoh that is behind the man. I shall put my hooks in your jaws, and shall make the fish of your rivers clean to your scales. I shall bring you up out of the midst of your rivers, and all the fish in your rivers clean to your scales. I shall leave you in the wilderness, you and all the fish of your rivers. On the face of the field you shall fall, and you shall not be picked up or gathered. I shall give you as food to the beasts of the field and to the birds of the heavens. Now, he's probably addressing a military that is going to come and be slaughtered on the field and not even be bothered to be buried. But spiritually, there's even this understanding that the powers behind the military, let's keep that in mind. Wherever you see military movements in the earth, there are spiritual powers behind that military, whether we recognize that or not. In this case, the spirit is going to be drawn out of the river where it's been hiding, and all of its subservient entities, spiritual malevolent ones, are going to cling to the scales of this monster, and Yah's going to expose it all, destroy it all, and leave it for prey and for scavenger picking on the open field. And Yah is saying so much the same here. I am going to send in my locusts, and they are going to pick you clean. And so there's an understanding that Moshe is about to be giving a vital lesson in what we might call spiritual warfare. So let's apply this to where we're living right now. At this moment, as I am offering this recording, we have had a change in the American presidential administration. And within the first week of this change, there has been a realignment of allegiances and attitudes and positions among the leadership of the earth. Now, how long will it last? Who knows? This is politics. This is grandstanding and saber rattling and maneuvering by those who are seeking to solidify whatever power they believe themselves to have. Yah is the ultimate orchestrator of all things. Again, it is Yah who raises up kings and lays them down. It is Yah who brings up nations and tears them down. And whether man understands all of this or not, he may think it's by the power of the vote or his parliament or his governmental body. But man is merely a pawn in the hands of the Creator, who will manipulate nations and maneuver among them even by their own will. He will put them in situations where they will make choices that he knows they're going to make, all in an effort, and not just an effort, but a process, a plan to bring about his kingdom. Make no mistake about it. Yah is not disturbed, panicked, challenged, concerned to any degree by the fist pumping of any puppet of government anywhere in the earth. Armed forces are nothing to him. Just a messenger or two from the heavenly portal can come to this earth and wreak enough havoc to humble any nation, ours included. And so while we may take pride in our flags and our nationalisms and all of the things that pertain to that, ultimately we belong to the kingdom. And the world's governments of this present day are not kingdom-minded. Matter of fact, they're not going to be. Therefore, we must determine here, now, and for our known future, who are we aligned with? That which is corrupt and maneuvered by demons behind curtains? Or are we going to march in with Moshe and says, let my people go so that they may serve me? Make the right choice. Pray for your nation. Pray for your leadership. May I bless them. But ultimately, we serve one king, and we must keep that in mind. Now, for the announcement. Tuesday night, January the 28th, at 7 o'clock sharp Eastern Time until 8 o'clock. House of David will be presenting via live stream on the Remnant of Israel, YISRAEL, Remnant of Israel channel on YouTube. Torah 101. This is a foundational, basic, beginner level course. If you want to take it, we invite you to do so. We encourage you to do so. I need you to write this email address down. HOD, that's for House of David, HOD Torah 101 at gmail.com. HOD Torah 101 at gmail.com. If you'd like to take the course, it's free. Just email that and let us know who you are, and so that we can be able to contact you and send you information and updates on the classes. Hope to hear from you. Until tomorrow, shalom.